Okay, guys, so now I'm just going to go down and I'm going to read them this way. Okay? So the first one is Druid. Hold a space. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The Druids had a deep connection with Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogam tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. You're being guided to dig deep within. Move back to a state of trust. Trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Love it. Mahalo. And then we got the High Priestess card. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. Align with the light. So the song that came through number 2, Glorious Day by Weezer, said, gonna do what's right, standing in the light. This is also saying that. What an awesome synchronicity. So she's the embodiment of the divine feminine, a goddess in human form. She's had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. So you are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There's an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You're being guided to look at what you are working on, or at the situation before you, and determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you the guidance that will be important for your growth. Awesome. And it's on page 43, and that's been coming up a lot in my as my repeating numbers this month. And I love that, Kiki. So happy children, happy life, happy domestic life, domestic harmony. Okay, and then we've got Winter and Peacekeeper. I feel like I need to sit them on something just so I'm focused. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the Peacekeeper. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. And it says stand up for what you believe is right. And so it goes along with Snow White and her animal friends. What do you think, what is right? In the sense of the way we treat human beings and the way we treat animals. And I'm hearing a lot, I'm seeing this this immigration thing that's happening here in the U.S. and the children being separated from their families and people being sent back to countries that they don't even know. And these are imaginary borders. This is a game that we play here. This is an imaginary border. It doesn't even exist. The earth belongs to nobody. It belongs to Mother Earth. So I'm almost seeing stand up for what you think is right. Bring peace on earth. We want to bring in peace, but we have to advocate for it. It's not just going to happen. Okay, and then so we got Winter. My niece used to have a cat named Winter. So that's interesting that all these cats are here. So everything you need to be do everything you need to be at your best. Then move beyond your fears and limitations. So take care of your needs, move beyond your fears. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown. And trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. So yes, this is like the initiation process that we were talking about. You are divinely protected. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create a space for miracles. Dig deep. So all the cards here they go together. And even though they were separate. Absolutely beautiful synchronicity. Okay, so now we're going to move to Chameleon. Okay, so Awakening. Your intuitive senses are heightened at this time, and you have the ability to hear and feel more than others. This awakening gives you the access to other realms and allows you to see the world from 4 distinct viewpoints. Great Spirit above, Mother Earth below, your soul within, and the universe that surrounds you. If you find yourself not understanding a decision, person, or situation, call on Chameleon to bring you clarity. Today you can renew your spirit and be open to an expanded perspective by turning your heart toward the sun and listening to the whispers within. And I was talking about whispers over here as well. How he's being whispered. Listen to the whispers within. You are of the rainbow energy that is teaching new generations to live in a higher vibration. This awakened energy presents a positive influence on the world. So this rainbow energy, you're communicating love, peace, and harmony to the world. You're communicating this rainbow energy to the world. I'm seeing it, the communication, this rainbow communication. And then we've got Gorilla Love. Tranquil, loving, loyal, Gorilla is offering you a rediscovery of yourself and humanity through the essence of living a gentle existence. Gorillas and humans share 98.6 of the same genetic makeup. Therefore, we share a deeply connected emotional life. Questions you may want to ask yourself today are, how can I bring forth unconditional love into my daily life? Unconditional love. In what ways can I exude more love and peace towards my family and members? The Peacekeeper. Family members, community, and my world. Gorillas remind you to become conscious of the quality of life that you're leaving for future generations. Advocate for the future, guys. It may be time to soften your heart and release your fears, judgments, and wounds back to rich soil of Mother Earth. Honor yourself and the spirit of life by giving and receiving love today. Beautiful. And then finally, we got the little frog, froggy style. And we got Ayo. Hey-oh, rainbow, communicating, beautiful synchronicity. So cleanse, this is talking also about the same with cleanup time. Frog has hopped into your life today. It may be time to cleanse your environment, your mind, or your physical body. Your body is your sacred temple, and there comes a time in your life journey to clean house and bless your temple within. You may be feeling sensory overload from past experiences. Frog is here to help you replenish and renew. Be conscious of what you allow in your soul space, mind, body, and home. Become clear on what you wish to release and receive. You may find yourself inspired to cleanse your home of clutter and flush your body of toxins and impurities. With insight and support, Frog encourages you to seek peace of mind, optimal health, and inner bliss. So, with these two cards, I'm seeing the detox aspect, but I'm also seeing mushrooms and I'm seeing ayahuasca. So, interesting. Mother Earth medicine is what I'm seeing. I call it Mother Medicine. Okay, awesome. Moving on. I'm just gonna run through all of these really fast because my video is already super long. All right, Mary Magdalene. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. I'm not what most people think, yet to defend myself would be to sink to a lower level than I feel comfortable with. I am one with the divine, just as you are, and it is here that I choose to reside. The lower levels of human bickering, judgment, and chaos are just that, lower levels. I choose to do my work from the level of the higher consciousness, where love reigns supreme. It's here where the most good can be done, and I urge you to do the same. Where you dwell in consciousness is where you truly dwell. So focus your thoughts on the good things that you can find in people, and rise above all appearances otherwise. So always see the good in people. Don't listen to the opinions of others. I posted something the other day that said, go ahead and hate somebody if you want, but don't recruit others to hate as well. Let other people have their own opinions. That's your karma with the person is your karma with that person. It's not another person's karma with that person. It's all entanglement, right? It's meant to be a lesson. And the various meanings of the cards is, don't worry what other people think or say about you. Heal everything with love. Send love to those who have hurt you or misjudged you. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. Release old unforgiveness towards others to help yourself heal and move on. And I'm actually going to read a little bit about her. Although the Gospels never specifically call Mary Magdalene a prostitute or a sinner, she's been called one by misogynists. Mary Magdalene nonetheless overlooks these false judgments, is unconditionally forgiving, and has a beautifully sweet energy. Her significant role with Jesus, as described in the Gospels, includes washing his feet, witnessing his death, and being one of the first people to whom he appeared after his resurrection. Controversies about other roles she may have played include Christ's bride, a temple priestess, or a disciple. Call upon her for help with forgiveness and opening your heart to more love. Love that. I love, love, love it. Okay, Rhiannon, or Rhiannon. Let me see how you pronounce this. Rhiannon. She's a Welsh goddess, meaning great queen. Lunar Welsh goddess. So I love that's the moon, because we got the moonstone up here also. She serves important functions, including being the muse of inspiration for poets, artists, and royalty. She lovingly carries souls from Earth to the afterlife, playing upon her trusty white horse, helping them to adjust to the transition of life after death. Oh my God! So like I was saying in my last video, being the bridge to others to cross over. It's like the Beetlejuice movie, the book, the Handbook for the Recently Deceased. I feel like that's what I do, because as you begin to awaken, it's a new life and you really don't know what's going on. So this is what I do. And if you are like me, you are what I call a bridge. You're like the rainbow bridge that guides people over. So she's a shapeshifter, and she can appear to you as an animal, bird, or a song. So she can appear as a song, but she's a muse. She is what inspires others to create, to be. Call upon her for help with manifestation, spirit communication, transition, and artistic inspiration. So more manifestation. This is so cool. Have absolute faith that your dream is manifested. So expect a miracle here. Have faith, guys. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. So always wanting others to win too. Inspiring others, being happy for others, not being jealous. Jealousy is a very low vibration. So when you're not happy when another person is succeeding, that you're telling yourself that you're not as good. And you are. It's just that people reach you at a time and place where they are energetically and consciously. So I have some readers that have 20,000, 50,000 followers. They are at a frequency that a lot of people resonate with. And then there's some people that don't have a lot of followers. Some people that are really amazing and only have 1,000 followers. That's because people aren't ready for that yet. But eventually it will grow, because people are waking up and ascending every day. So it's all about being patient on this journey. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So if you've been praying to move forward, this is it. So a large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. So this is talking about if you've been indoors too long, step outside. This simple motion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleeping, magical, and spiritual nature. So yes, I was talking about Snow White up here, how she's asleep. So allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories. So this is interesting because this also talks about that, sun and moon. To stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into night, awakening one and all to the magic that is life itself. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. So I'm seeing you're awakening others to the magic within themselves. This is what you're here to do. What we're here to do. This is a reading for all of us. Okay, and then finally, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Faith is the light that illuminates your pathway. There's the little light. Without faith, the future looks very frightening. That's why it's essential for you to take whatever steps are necessary to keep your mind and heart filled with faith. Please don't give up hope on yourself or other people. Keep the candle of faith burning within your soul, as that one small inkling of hope can eradicate the darkness of despair. Be the light that eliminates someone else's gloomy hopelessness as well. For as you make others stronger, it strengthens not only yourself, but the entire world. Yes, so this is they're very similar cards. This was talking about cheering for others as well, and cheering for yourself. So let go of the worrisome thoughts. Keep your thoughts positive. Notice and follow any divine guidance you may receive. So she's the beloved mother of Christ, who's known as the Queen of the Angels. And she does her miraculous healing work. So Mary works closely with anyone who is a child advocate, teacher, or healer. So advocate. This was like talking about advocates as well. She loves children and is devoted to making the world a safe and happy place for them. If you'd like to help children, ask Mother Mary for a divine assignment. Beautiful. Okay. 2 Mother Marys. What is the synchronicity of that? What is the odds of that? I guess they're pretty good, right? 41 out of how many cards is there? 45? Okay, so ideas and inspirations. These will be fast. Pay attention to the new thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are seeds of magnificent co-creations with God. So God speaks to you through your thoughts, and this card shows that they want you to notice and follow the ideas you've recently received. These thoughts are answers to your prayers for guidance, so please don't discount them as mere imagination. So yes, expect a miracle. Okay, so the next one is listening. You are in communication with your angels, and the messages that you are receiving are very real indeed. Trust them. Yes, so you're receiving informations and your feelings, dreams, visions, inner voice, and knowingness. So listen and trust to these messages. If you get an inclination to call someone, go somewhere, or read something, it's important to follow this guidance. So give all your doubts and worries to the divine, and know that you are truly communicating with heaven. Enjoy the conversation. And then we got forgiveness. Let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. So I'm seeing forgiveness of friendship, possibly. Changes in your friendships are occurring. Be lovingly honest with yourself and your friends right now, and appreciate the healing benefits of a true friend. Not only are you changing on the inside, but your life is changing on the outside as well. Among these changes are your relationship with friends. Perhaps you fear that you no longer have common interests with old friends, or maybe you wonder if you'll meet new friends with whom you'll share close bonds. This is saying have faith that you will. It's all coming together in divine timing. Stibnite. You've pulled this card today as a sign that there is currently a conflict within your world. Conflict can be a huge catalyst for change and growth, and it can work as a positive energy in your life, allowing light to be shed on a situation that will bring much healing and transformation. So conflict is a natural part of life and highlights moments that may require more awareness. So see this card as a beacon of light shining on something that requires a little more love and attention. Inhale their love and take a step back to observe your situation from a higher perspective. Yes, so seeing everything from a higher perspective, as we were talking about earlier with the eagle. So, and it says, what are you contributing to the situation? How and why are you entangled? Is there a lesson in this for you? Take responsibility for your role in the conflict and detach yourself from the drama. You may need to distance yourself from the situation while you replenish your energy and get a fresh perspective. So yeah, save the drama for your mama. For your mama. Let it go. It's not your battle. You know what I mean? And hematite. So this encourages the gentle healing after shock or trauma and enhances manifestation skills. You're being reminded that this is an important time for grounding. So like I was saying, go outside and jump up and down, really ground your energy into earth, really get that body moving. Take your shoes off and walk barefoot. This card could also be a reflection that you have been working on a new project, idea, or inspiration, and now is the time to move forward. Ground and manifest this new creation into reality. Yes, the physical action of grounding it into reality. We've got the idea and inspiration from source, and then we bring from the earth and ground it into reality. All right. And then communication and flexibility. So, it's time for you to speak your truth on a deep level. Aquamarine has arrived to support you in mastering clear communication. Take an honest look at how you communicate. Am I speaking my truth? Am I in personal integrity? How do I receive what others are saying? Am I able to listen or be heard without interruption? Do I feel the need to interrupt, interpret, or challenge while others communicate? The key to mastering honest communication is to express your truth from your heart. Communication can also be about how willing you are to listen to someone else's truth. Be sure to be present and open when listening and allow others to express clearly their truth without judgment. Clear and loving communication is a foundation to healthy relationships. You may also be encouraged to resolve a current conflict through positive, loving communication. As you embark on this empowering journey, know that Aquamarine is supporting you. Listening. Yeah, the art of listening, like I was saying. It's give, take, give. If you're doing all the talking and they're doing all the listening, it's unbalanced. And you have to really listen, because there's messages in every conversation. And so if you're constantly thinking in your head of a way to double dutch jump into the jump rope, then you're not really listening, are you? So this is asking you to start listening more. And then be flexible in your listening as well. I know you might meet a lot of people that your opinions don't resonate, but be flexible, be open. If you're too fixed on something, you're not being open to receive. And just to love them unconditionally and know that they're, whatever they're thinking of is their life, and it's got nothing to do with your life, right? Let everybody experience their own journey. You know, you may not agree with a person's religious or political views, but it's okay. When you allow for more flexibility in your life, you will open to a whole new world of opportunity. I'm hearing a whole new world, Aladdin. This card is a sign that you are being a little too hard on yourself and rigid in your decisions. You may be feeling frustrated and challenged by others' opinions. It is time to set yourself free and cut the ropes that seem to wrap around you. Start to see things from a different perspective. You are encouraged to be more open and free in your mind as you deepen in your own beliefs and point of view. As you allow this new state of consciousness, you will allow the gifts of life to flow straight to you. As you go more with the flow, feel the new sense of freedom and expansion that comes with willingness to be open and flexible. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to Moonstone. You know, the Moonstone is all about the Mother Goddess, Divine Feminine, lunar energy. She's all about compassion. It's a sacred stone of Isis and Pallas Athena and Aphrodite, which is interesting because Athena has been coming through a lot in my readings. It's time to open your heart and feel. Spend some time around the ocean if possible in the coming days, because a lot of divine inspiration will come to you. Okay, so moving on to Amazonite. So this is about your life path. The time is here to empower yourself and see your achievements in life, your progress. From that space, make the choice or decision that you have been putting off. The reason for your delay where this change is concerned is that you or someone close to you is unable to see the bigger picture, as it is hidden from view. A new original way or path, gifted and governed by spirit. A new solution is a shade of both the black and the white. It combines all the options that have resulted in action to this point. Listen to self. It only knows the truth at heart. So it's all about the yin yang. It's all about truth, equality, expression. Krishna, Buddha, Mat. Yeah, beautiful. Moving on. Moldavite, one of my favorites. So Moldavite's the 1111 gateway. So we got 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Got a lot of 11, 11. So the gateway, see how this gateway, this portal is open for you to walk through. You already walked through it. Moldavite often encounters one that is unwilling to live inwardly, lost, separate, isolated, disgusted, and unwilling to accept earth life. Then as Moldavite works its magic, the star child becomes accustomed to physical earth life and accepting of its limitations. They discover the joys of free will, and slowly a passion to create a better world emerges. Yes, so this creating the better world requires action. Under Moldavite's guidance, they take new, brave, and original paths, breaking out of their shell. That's been coming through a lot. And delivering their abundant individual gifts to the world. Eventually, when time allows, Moldavite is here to ensure they become the teachers of a better way for us all. And Moldavite is a positive energy in your life on this day, indicating a gift, a skill, or a path that has been long dormant within you, within your spirit, has been triggered into manifestation by your recent actions or perhaps lack of it. Its energy signals growth, renewal, and change. Something that was put in place long before your birth into this world is about to be realized and manifested. Miracles are happening. Spend some time in the glory of nature, recognize the diversity and brilliance of Earth, and give thanks for your life, as it is the peak of your celebration that will be revealed. You are the star child. I love it. It reminds me of, is it Peter Criss from Kiss? As I was talking about the kiss of life over here. Okay. So, moving on. Okay. So we got 67, which is about physical activity. So we've already discussed this aspect, when it comes to manifestation, exercise increases the energy flow throughout your body, which helps release toxins and negative emotions. This in turn raises your overall vibration and enhances your connection to source. So physical activity is imperative, physical movement, action. Okay. So, and then 46, we got domestic harmony. This card can indicate a time to make a commitment to your present relationship by declaring your love and desire to take things to the next level. It can also reveal a need to commit to your present residence by extending your lease, deciding not to sell, or making the necessary improvements to turn it into your perfect home. Regardless, this card is encouraging you to make a commitment rather than walk away. So this is talking about, and not in toxic relationships. That is, you want domestic harmony, you got to release yourself from toxic relationships. But if you're trying to reignite the passion and the spark of an old relationship, this is a great card for that. But I'm seeing that there's a hairball snag. So probably it's better to start new, because I'm seeing new. Start new. Okay, and then we got number 27, which is spiritual partnerships. One of my favorites, and I want to actually read all this one. This card indicates a time when a significant spiritual relationship is about to be forged. Perhaps it comes in the form of a friendship between like-minded souls on a similar journey toward enlightenment, or maybe it's a master-disciple relationship where an important individual enters your life. So like a mentor. The saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When yours arrives, he or she will assist you in expanding your spiritual growth. You will play a role of both teacher and student, and the wisdom gained from this experience will enhance your connection to Source. Perhaps a spiritually minded person will broaden your understanding of the divine. Maybe you become a catalyst in another's spiritual journey, and help that individual on his or her path. Regardless of the form this spiritual relationship takes, it will serve your greater good. So pay attention to the speakers, teachers, and authors whose teachings you respect. Be on the lookout for people on a journey similar to your own. Embrace the opportunity to enhance your spiritual growth. So I'm seeing a mentor, but I'm seeing spiritual partnerships, twin flames coming together to teach and inspire others. Mentoring. A mentor business, perhaps. All right, abracadabra. Aladdin's not the only one with 3 wishes. You too have the magical lamp that can summon all your desires to your doorstep. It's a simple matter of making a clear intention and letting go of any fool notion that you have to wait for the genie. You are the magic. And if this is the main reading, the main message today in the reading is you are the magic. So abracadabra means what I speak comes into fruition. So be mindful of what you speak into existence. Be mindful of what you ingest, as it's been saying in the other cards as well. You know, what you watch, what you hear, what you listen to, etc. And it's mirroring the 12 over here. So 1221, mirroring. 3-3, enlightenment. Okay, moving on to hairball. 41. Uh-oh, small little tangle, no big deal. Last thing you want to do is get your knickers in a knot. It will all smooth out as soon as you stop, take a deep breath, and realize it's time to hand it off to the universe. The dew to the rescue, move aside. So yeah, let everything go. Rotor-Rooter's coming in to pull that hair clog out of the drain so everything could start going smoothly again. You have the magic. You are the Rotor-Rooter. All you got to do is believe. Get that snake in there. So what the snake does, it moves up, right? In plumbing, they stick the snake in the drain and it moves the clog out, right? So this is the Kundalini energy moving up. It's pushing that energy. It's moving that block out of the way. It's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to awaken. It's been charmed out. It's coming out. Okay, and now everything's right side up. Because everything was upside down for a long time, right? It almost felt like upside down world. Like, oh my God, what is going on in our society right now? Everything felt upside down. But now everything's coming right side up. I'm also seeing polar shifts, polar shifts from the North Pole, the South Pole. There's shifts happening with the magnetic field. It is now safe to unbuckle your seatbelt. Doesn't matter how it looks, you're on the right path. Unseen forces are working behind the scenes, smoothing out the bumps, righting all the injustices. Any apparent blip is nothing but a reminder to pay attention, to say thank you. The scales are tipping in your favor. Everything is coming back into balance. It's a time to trust that what goes down must come up. Awesome. Okay, I love that. So, abracadabra, everything's karmic balance, everything's being right. The wrongs are being righted. If that's even how I'm supposed to say it. The wrongs are being righted. Okay. Now we're moving on to You have shown yourself to be trustworthy. Oh, wait, it says you inspire trust and confidence. So you inspire others. Okay? You have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and so the magical creatures, the shapeshifters, and their friends now come to you. Rabbits are sacred to many witches, and the connection dates back to ancient times, when the hare was associated with the two great goddesses, Ostara and Andraste. Like these female deities, you are the protector. You have valor, courage, and fierce power, and you are one who will protect your people and other creatures. Because these gentle ones trust you and have found safe haven with you, the hare shows it is time for fertility, new growth, procreation, and haste. Fleet and wild hares are able to escape from harm by burrowing deep into the body of the mother goddess herself. The deer shows that you are on your way to enlightenment through these gentle acts, and this purity of intent will help a ripple effect on the world around you. Yes, it's like casting the little stone and it ripples out. So any kind gesture will ripple out. It's like paying it forward, right? You know, she is no longer asleep. She is no longer in her coma. She's waking up. He's waking up. Whatever the divine masculine is, male, female, they're waking up to the truth. They're awakening to the truth. Okay, moving on. The black cat. So there's someone that's been trying to scare people away from you. That's what I'm getting. She has spoken such ugly things because she has not yet owned the scars and pains inside herself. So hurt people, guys. So if somebody's been talking bad about you, it's because they have a problem with themselves that they have not worked out. So that's how they make themselves feel better. They have not learned healthy ways to empower themselves and love themselves. So what they do is they hurt others to make themselves feel better. And it's a very low vibrational tactic. So this also talks about feelings of great loneliness, angst, and self-pity, emptiness, boredom. So being bored and understanding that other people are hurt. You know, they hurt you. But kind words and sincere amends will create friendships. Insisting on being tough and frightening for self-protection will only repeat this cycle. So I'm also seeing this feminine energy, people thinking that they need to be tough. And I can do these things alone. Like that came through. I can do things alone. I don't need anybody. That toughness. It leaves you stuck in the 3D earthly, no ascension. You stay stuck. Insisting on being tough and frightening for self-protection will only repeat the cycle, leaving you even more alone than you feel at the present. And magic will stay far away. So, yeah, I think a lot of people, the magic stays away from them. They're not able to co-create. As much as they try and try and try, they don't have the magic, because the magic is only bestowed to those that are pure of heart. You've experienced intense jealousy and sticky, unhealthy energies. You need not feel you are empty. You too have your magic. Forgive yourself, speak the truth, make amends, and watch your own magical abilities grow and thrive. So I'm seeing people that are jealous of your magic. They're jealous. They have intense jealousy towards you because they're not seeing their own magic. They're comparing themselves to you. And maybe you're comparing yourself to others. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody. You are the magic. As the card that came through, I am the magic. That's the main theme here. You are the magic. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. You are amazing. Everything else is an illusion, okay? So, and then finally, the little fairy bee. My life is sweet. True health is being restored to you. So I'm seeing miracles, miraculous health. Expect a miracle. True health is being restored to you. Bees speak of timeless wisdom. As an ancient proverb, ask the wild bee what the druids know, and are adept to creating shapes, patterns, and of course honey, which provides food, sweetness, a natural antiseptic, and air ionizing healthful wax, and can be made into mead. So the druids know. They have a connection to the bees. It's also said that after completing a ritual of the labyrinth in ancient Crete, the priestess of Ariadne offered the initiates honeycomb to celebrate, and acknowledging that all their needs would be met from that time forth. A bee can symbolize abundance, but most important, it symbolizes that all you need is being provided, and love is sure to come. And it talks about the stream of love, the stream of abundance, streams. The song that came through in my Instagram reading was Island in the Stream. So all the abundance is there. You're surrounded by you. And golden times are ahead. You may also wish to explore essential oils and flower remedies. So yeah, essential oils came through here as well. And let the golden age begin. So the golden age is here. Miracles are happening. This is amazing. All the wrongs are being righted. Beautiful. And the black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. So, and I'm seeing a lot of books. So writing books or reading books. I'm also seeing, even though the book is closed, I'm seeing an open book, like being an open book about your journey. Very cool. Okay, and then finally, yeah, and look at Life is Sweet had the Amakua card, which is the highest vibrational card in the deck. We had a lot of rainbow cards as place markers, so that was pretty awesome. I'll leave that right there. And look at more dreadlocks. Very cool. So we're going to start with Mildew Fairy, number 15. Some things just look like they're yuck, but they're not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when used in the right way. So if Mildew Fairy turns up in your reading, it's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. So maybe something that you dismissed in the past is now like, oh, I get it now. That epiphany, the aha moment. You're seeing things in a new light that you weren't seeing before. You see how things have been illuminated now. And now you're seeing things differently. You're like, oh, okay. And it says, treat yourself to some tasty mushrooms or ayahuasca. I'm seeing that. It even says it there. It says, be thankful for my presence and the algae and the fungi. The fungus among us. It grows naturally where it's warm and wet. And it shows you what you need to take care of. It shows you what you need to see. So it's very cool. And think of ways to decrease stagnant moisture, stuck emotions, and increase airflow, fresh thinking in your home or environment. So this is going to bring you a new, fresh perspective, a new way of looking at things. Sometimes people will think of mildew as something bad, but sometimes it could be good. And so this is going to help you clean up a lot of your stagnant emotions. It's going to push that energy through. Okay, number 5, trick-or-treating. We're here. Knock, knock. They're here at your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black. Appear 4 little ones. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. So the cauldron, the alchemy, what are we creating? It's going to take courage to find out the truth. But if you find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And Jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. They are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. You are so magic that you don't even realize just how magical you are. And it says, we may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. Yes, I'll get to that. We want you to exercise your feelings and clairsentience, the ability to know and not rely upon appearance for your signals. So, yes, sometimes there are strings attached in the way people want to help you. So this is saying, before you accept that help, make sure that there is no strings attached. Because some people don't have your best interest at heart. Some people want something in return. And they don't communicate it because then they want to be the victim and say, well, I helped this person and they didn't give me anything back. And it's like, well, there was never any clear communication on that. Right? Okay, so then now we're moving to Voodoo in Blue. And this is all about freedom, adventure. You're on this magical adventure. Okay, the path is being illuminated by the pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. Okay? Moving on, number 22, which is the Master Teacher. You have been overriding your instincts with what seems rational, with misguided desire to help and befriend someone who may not be particularly good for you. Blue doesn't mind if she looks a bit nasty when she gives the back off message. She'd rather she was loud and clear and that the person pushing her buttons leaves quickly. Buttons. Buttons has been a theme here. Buttons came up here, buttons came through here, and buttons was in my Instagram reading. Blue stepping forward to speak with you confirms that your hunches have been ever so right. So whatever your hunches were about a person, the hunches were right. You are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. And you're being kind and wishing to help. And so I'm going to step in and give you a very clear warning. Time to do a little stay away magic. And while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all, there are no pins in my voodoo doll. If you take my advice, they won't be coming around for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't get bullied. You may have to snarl too, a little to get them to stay away. And it says, you need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not liking them. You are not welcoming them, and you need to be very clear and straight about that, despite all your desires to be loving and a loving person. Detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much grief by giving whatever and whomever it is that's irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you for the moment. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first. But if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say, away. Stop being so nice and that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. So, buttons and drain. People are draining you. So the hairball here, I'm seeing like people are draining you and they're pressing your buttons. So this is talking about having healthy boundaries. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. Why are you holding on to people that don't have your best interest at heart? Why can't you let it go? What are your motives for not letting these people go? Because you want to hurt them the way they hurt you? Because you wanted retribution? This is saying let that go. Let it go. Release everybody with love, unconditional love and compassion. Just let it go. If they took something from you, let it go. You know, if people take anything from you, just let it go. It's not worth the fight. Okay? So, that is it. I know this was... I already did read these. So... that is it. I know this was a long reading, but I was guided to do it this way for whatever reason. And I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And before I finish, I just want to give a little quick breakdown of the symbols that I was seeing. I was seeing the number 1000, the number 43. I've been seeing mirroring, 999, 369, magic, the cleansing, the need to cleanse your environment, people, places, and things, the need for grounding, jumping, movement, manifesting your dreams, miracles happening. I'm seeing a lot of black cats or of cats. Cats came through in my other reading as well. Love cats. I'm seeing a lot of communication happening. So whether this is telepathically or physically, I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing miracles happening. I'm seeing prayer, the need for prayer. Not only prayer, but action. So action and prayer creates miracles. And I'm seeing the stream of consciousness. I'm seeing ideas and inspiration coming through. Ideas that will inspire and help others. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed this reading. And sorry it was so long. I'll probably break this down into 2 parts. So thank you so much, everybody. Ayo. Namaste.